missing too much. And I don't know if you guys were talking about this because I was passing around, but I love mixing the pomegranate and the citrus together. I think it tastes better than either of them alone. I love them together. And so in the detox tea, you can do that too. It's like we'll just break it in half and then in a quarter and put it into the detox tea. I auto-ship my detox tea. I drink it. I love it. And again, it's almost like a habit. I love drinking it before bed. It's so relaxing. It's wonderful. And it's really, it's an herbal blend. Don't really think of it as tea. Wonderful herbs that really help you feel better.
Okay, we're going to hit these really quick. These last few products are on page 70. We're going to talk about the omega-3, and what I'm going to say about that is many can't tolerate fish oil well, and there's been some concern about the actual omega-3 in different fish oil supplements. I'm sure you've read that, as well as mercury contamination. The thing I love about Arbonne's is it's flaxseed, and I don't know if you guys have had flaxseed oil. I don't particularly like the taste of it, and it's a little difficult to travel with in the airport. So I love that Arbonne came up with a vegan flaxseed oil-based omega-3. So the only way you're going to get omega-3 is if you're ingesting it. So unless you're eating a 4-ounce piece of salmon every day, you wouldn't need this product. But for a lot of people, incredible omega-3. Omega-3s are wonderful for inflammation and for brain health. So two things.
And also for your skin, omega-3s are wonderful. And think of it, if you think of moisturizers and lotions that we put on the outside that really help for dry skin and give your skin a radiant glow, think of taking omega-3s to really hydrate from the inside. And I have probably one of the strongest Arbonne personal testimonies for my personal family with omega-3s. My daughter, who is 11 for years, probably for the last 6 years, has suffered from really dry skin, especially in the wintertime. Her hands, her knuckles get to where they will dry and crack, and we actually had to take a special soap to school for her to wash her hands because it just got so bad. And then we started noticing it in her hair. She had these round plaques of dry skin on her scalp that got really bad, and so bad a couple of years ago that it covered her entire scalp, started going into her neck and down onto her face. And as a girl, with friends, she didn't want to brush hair. She didn't want to have her friends brush her hair because she was so... Guys, we went to dermatologists and spent, you would not even believe, on creams, steroids. I mean, I had to pull her hair up and put this foam on her scalp, and none of it did anything. And then I started reading about how in North America, they're chronically deficient in omega-3s, because omega-3s are mainly in fish. And so when you go into cultures where they eat a lot of fish, they don't have a lot of the same problems. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it. So my daughter started taking the omega-3s. Gone. Completely gone. I mean, crazy. So I can't believe it. So I have to keep reminding her. She loves to take them now because, of course, she loves how her skin looks. But for me, it was just seeing with absolutely believing, using those products and realizing it's a very important. And it's important to eat the foods with omega-3s. We definitely don't get enough of them. We ingest way too many of the omega-6s and and 9s.
My favorite product in the whole catalog is hybrids, and Sarah put those lovely things in a glass of water. If you have anybody that says, I am not a pill taker, it'll taste like broth. I mean, the only one that won't dissolve in a glass of water after 20 minutes. Or what did we decide, Jenny, 10? Is it 10 or 20? 20. That it tastes like broth. And so the green one won't digest. It actually needs your stomach acid to digest.
And it's on page 77.
Sorry, there we go. Thank you. 77, those would be your vitamins. So it's complete nutrition, optimal digest, antioxidant protection, and body efficiency. Just to highlight real quick, they're gender specific. So the women's are going to be more critical for skin, nail, hair, urinary tract, aging, menopausal issues, things like that. There's a Critical blend, which that just means there's 4 sources of calcium, plus magnesium, vitamin D, and boron. So it's not just a cheap calcium that you buy at your wholesale buyer. It is 4 kinds of calcium blend, which is really pretty amazing. The biggest thing is these are standardized, and so they offer consistency. They're cold pressed, so that means when they're standardized, it guarantees that the amount of active component in there is the active amount component in there. And we actually have third-party validation on that checks all of our supplements, which I just learned about tonight from a consultant out in California. A broad range of antioxidants. It's just not a specific vitamin or a specific mineral. And that big horse pill, that superfood antioxidant in there, it is 28 3.5-ounce servings of fresh fruits and vegetables. So if you live in Nebraska, which I assume a lot of you do, a few Iowans over there, but you're probably not eating a whole lot of elderberries. I don't even know if they have those here. Or broccoli sprouts, not Brussels sprouts, but broccoli sprouts. They actually last 5 hours when they're picked live. So those are the things that are in there. And those are really, really, my kids know they have to eat those chews so they can fight off the free radicals. So, and I'm going to just kind of leave it at that because you could get overwhelmed. Those are your little 2 bullet points. So my testimony is I've been a horrible sleeper all my life. I started taking those and I sleep, my focus and the sleep I get is so incredible. I mean, it is like the active side bending. I am asleep now. And so I love it. It gives me energy when I need energy, but when I sleep really, really well. I sleep soundly. So I always tell people, if you are looking for more focus, more energy, and better sleep, you found the right product line. So
I don't think the vitamins are gluten-free though. If you go on the website,
you know what? I'm not sure on that either.
I don't think
You know,
every.
I know,
Linda can't
I
take them.
can't take them, and
Okay.
That's the only reason I know.
Okay.
So for those
Thank
who
you.
have gluten allergies, good to know.
You might want to check that with Arbonne, because I checked on the Pro Leaf and the Phyto Pro Leaf, because it says it's not gluten-free, but it is.
No, it is.
So you might just want to double check with them on that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. The last thing is just the detox, the cleanse, and we're not going to talk about that for a long time. It's a 7-day body cleanse. You put it in 32 ounces of water. I did have a consultant, bless her heart, she downed that bottle every day, just the bottle, not holding the bottle.
Like this bottle.
So you put it in 32 ounces and you sip on it. And the whole point of a cleanse is you're converting your body. In this 28-day jumpstart, you do it week 2. You give your body a week to adjust to eating these great foods, eating whole foods. And then you sip on it throughout the day. You don't just chug it and slam it, first thing in the morning. You're going to kind of sip on it throughout the day. It takes effect, I use parentheses or quotes around effect, about 15 hours later. And it's not like I need to quit my job for a week and stay home and do this cleanse. It just means you need a restroom in 20 minutes. So that being said, you want to have 32 ounces of this. It's a gentle body cleanse. Remember Sarah talked about all that sugar? I have this right in my notes here. All that sugar that you're consuming, 150 pounds a year. So that has to be eliminated somehow. And our GI tract is the first thing to come into contact with toxins. And so if you noticed, skin that wasn't as clear as before, increased weight gain, sluggishness, great reason to do this cleanse. And so in this 28-day jumpstart, you do it week 2. So remember, you're converting your body acidic to alkaline. So it might taste really, really nasty if you eat a lot of processed foods, if you eat out, if you live a very stressful life, if you don't sleep a whole lot. Those things are going to make it taste kind of icky. Some people say watered down sangria, watered down blueberry juice. I myself thought it tasted atrocious. I think I called it 15 times. But it's funny because you can see each day. By day 3 you're like, wow, and by day 7 you're like, I can't wait to drink it. I mean, you can see your body converting to more of a state of alkaline, which is obviously why you're avoiding vinegar and mustard and pickles during this 28-day cleanse. So really trying to move from a lifestyle of very high acidic environment to an alkaline.
I didn't think it tasted bad. I just thought it was boring by the late afternoon. So you can throw a fizz tab into the cleanse to change up the flavor for the afternoon. That's certainly okay to do as well. And I have heard at any given time we can be carrying around